But we're going to go over Genially really quickly, how I set stuff up in Genially. Because that's where we're going to start today. And we are recording, so just so you know. So Evie, how would you like me to start?
Okay.
Where would you like me to start? From the beginning?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let me go back here. So the one that I set this up in is actually the guide template. So I went to, let's see, if we go to create a Genially,
Okay. I'm following
we're
you.
going to do that. Okay. And then I chose guide because my intentions for making it were to have it function like a help center. And so I went with this one. I thought training materials, that could work too. I don't actually know how all of these function yet.
Okay.
I've specifically worked in guide, and I'm curious about gamification. I think that would be a good one for maybe for Merciless Squid to hop on and join us sometime
Yeah.
and like go over how he gamifies his spaces.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna create a guide, and then which one did I do? I guess any of these work. So it depends what you want to make for your space. So what's the intention for yours?
Um. Let's see. Well, for now, I know that I'm still really excited about what Sylvia mentioned about the custom spawning. And I know you said that let's see. Oh, sorry, Greg. You said your name was.
Yes.
That you figured out custom spawn tiles, which would be amazing. So between those two things, I think I would like to also try to develop one of those teleporters where you can open up a map of your space and then click on the place on the map and be teleported there. I think that'd be
All right, cool.
amazing.
So let's
Yeah,
start with
you could
basic
actually
guide.
combine these two. You could combine these two tactics, so you could open a map of another space and go anywhere on that space if you wanted to.
That's
That's not
that's really
crazy
cool
at
too.
all.
And I think well, no, we're gonna go over this now. Never mind. I was gonna say like the only thing we can't do is do the room to room, but I think this is the solution is the custom spawn tiles. So I
It
clicked on
is, yeah.
basic guide because it's gonna have the least amount of elements on it to start, and I
Okay.
think that all you're gonna need to do is upload an image of your map to
Oh,
the
okay.
background or however you want to display the different parts of your map. I use Canva because I am lazy. But you could use any photo editing platform. I like to do that because then it doesn't treat it as another element to interact with. It treats it as a background image. If I don't want the map to move, I set it in the background. All
Okay.
right, so let's use this template.
Yeah.
Start. Okay, let's see. This is the bait and use it. I press start for the
I did
actual
that too.
thing.
Yeah.
That's really funny. User experience. Confusing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got lots of pages here, but I think you're only going to need the one
Okay.
to start. But I wouldn't even worry about removing those yet. Okay, perfect. So let's find your image that you want to use.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's see. I should go to. All right, now we're going to. Let's just delete this guy. We don't need it. We're not going to replace it with a new element. That replace button replaces the type. Oh, actually, never mind. I lied. We can use it if you want to. You could hit undo if you deleted it.
Okay. I
Uh,
clicked undo.
all right, so let's go to your computer or wherever your file is located.
Let's see. Replace your computer. And okay. I'm going
And then
to.
I'm going to pick a random image. Let's do. Da, da, da. We will do. Yeah, let's do this one. This one's in. You can see how disorganized my ADHD design file system is. Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, so once you have it uploaded, you click on it
All right.
and then replace.
And replace. All right.
So now you have your image. If you resize it, it is going to change the resolution and stuff. So that's one of the downsides of doing it like that.
Can you
But I
can you change the
shift.
can you change the like how much of the picture it shows? Can you change the frame, I guess? Is that...
Yes, I think so. Yes, right here. Okay, so double click on the image,
Okay, double clicked.
and then it
Ah,
opens up a new grid, and then expand that
nice.
grid.
Very nice. Okay, fantastic.
There we go. That's what I want. I don't want it to be yucky. We want it to be nice. Exactly lined up, and then hit enter.
Enter.
Okay, so now you have your base for your map.
Nice.
Voila!
Yeah.
And then I'm actually going to move this for a second. How big is yours? Is it taking up lots of space?
Here, I'll go ahead and also share my screen so that you can
Can you do dual screens?
I think we can both share our screens. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, buddy.
So now you can see what I'm doing, and I can see
That
what
is
you're
perfect.
doing. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Best
This
of
is
ever.
awesome. So, before we continue, is there any additional text that you would like to add? Is that a good thing to do?
I think I can
Okay,
probably
let's
do that
just...
later.
We'll get these guys a little bit out of the way for you. If you want the image to be bigger, I recommend editing the photo outside and adding a background to it so that it could take up the full space.
Okay.
So for this one, we won't put it as a background. But if you want to put this as a background image, the way to do that is to instead go to the background button on the bottom left. It's the second one down. There you go. And then you can drag the image. Oh, it already has it uploaded. You could just, I think, click on it and it replaces it as a background.
Sorry, you drag.
Yeah, let's go back. So we're in the background area. So all you have to do is hover over it and then click on the image.
Oh, cool.
There we go. Let's use that one.
That's
I
cool.
like that more. So now click on the one that you had before and delete.
Split. Yeah. Okay,
Bye.
so it's a little bit.
Yeah.
Mine is a little bit outside the bounds of the
Uh,
slide. What do I do about that?
Okay, I think there's a way to fix that. Let's see. Is it base, canvas here? This might be where it would be helpful to resize the image. No. Canvas. Here we go, bottom. So can you see my huge, ridiculous mouse? The big green.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So if you look down here in the bottom nav, in the center nav, or toolbar, there is canvas.
All right, I've got that open.
There we go. And then we probably want to maintain proportions. And I think that's what it would be. And I think you could change it to like square post, which might be ideal for yours. But for the background, I think it would be better to like actually resize it outside.
Yeah.
But this works. So now I wonder if we can like click on it and edit how it looks.
Mine looks a little bit funny.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's go back. Let's not have it as a background for this particular image.
I think.
Or if you want, really quick.
I can probably figure out later how to do the image stuff.
Do you want to send it to me really quickly?
Yeah, sure.
I could just pop it with a background. I can use the same size one that I have on mine. And I can make it for you in Canva real quick.
Okay.
Because it only takes a second. I can
Yeah,
go here.
I can do that. Let me send you my resized shareable image of that past commission.
I don't think I realized that Genially is a slideshow program.
Yeah, I was gonna have us reset some of the stuff that we were, and I was like, no, we're too late in the process. But next time.
It does look like really expanded.
It's like really
features.
It's really straightforward too. I mean, well, straightforward if you use other design programs before, like, it functions a lot like Canva actually, which is really nice. Let's go here.
It looks like Canva and PowerPoint had a baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
It does, doesn't it?
There we go. Okay. Thank you. Let me copy that image. Here.
I've used Canva so little. I've barely used it, honestly.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to get into it.
It's so easy. There we go. What do you want this to be titled?
Test teleport map.
Okay. Let's make this bigger. Let's go to 56. I bet that'll be nice and big. Yeah. Okay. We okay with that location?
Yeah, that looks good.
Groovy. Now let's... Size is fine. We don't want to do anything to that. And boop, done. Download. Boop, done, download. Yeah. And here it comes. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let me go ahead and pop that into there.
Me too. I will use yours.
So background. Let's see.
Let's see where you're at. Yep, so let's go to, yep. And then there should be like a little... Oh, go to background. So on the side, right now you're on pages. On the far left, go up one window or one little icon.
There we go. Awesome.
There, perfect. And then delete the one. There's like on the hover of the current background section. There's like, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And then now we add the new one.
Cool. Wait, not that. Get to my downloads. Oh, and there we go. Whoops, not like that. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
You did it!
Yay.
Perfect. Okay, now we have our background. So now we can probably delete this extra text that we have, unless you want to do something with it.
Nah.
But we could, in theory, I did the test teleport map in the background, but you could do and customize the font. But again, I'm lazy, and because I already have the fonts that I want to use in Canva, I prefer to just do the editing of that stuff in Canva.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think that you could probably upload your own text here as well.
I'm about Canva. Do you have a paid account or a free one?
I do. I have a paid one. But we could do like a community account or something where if you want, I could set it up to be a business account, and then it's like $14 a month for it, and then we could have like people chip in to the amount if they want to use it, and then I mean, we'd all kind of have access to each other's playgrounds, I think, if we're technically sharing a space. I have to look up the workspace, but there could be a really cool way of like sharing the cost of Canva and making it more accessible for other people.
Yeah, I was thinking about similarly to Figma. I recently started to branch off a little bit. I recently started using Figma. I think I don't know how it took me so long to realize that it's so good. It's kind of like Trello. You can technically have as many boards as you want. You just can't have too many in the same group. But it's arbitrary because you can have as many groups as you want. So it's really fine. And so I am just amazed. And I was thinking, let's see, where did my train of thought go? Is Canva
We were
like
talking about Figma.
is Canva like that, or is it?
No, Canva is much more like a very basic design editor. So like it's meant for non-designers. So if you go in there, they have like preset canvas sizes, or you can custom size. But like if you want to make an Instagram post and you are not a designer,
Mm-hmm.
you can click on the Instagram size. It presets the size so you know that it's the right size. And then they have like pre-made templates. Actually, let's do this. So in Canva, this is what Canva looks like. What are we going to design today? Let's see. Let's do an Instagram post. So they give recommendations for what you want. And let's say we're going to make this. It'll pop it in for you. And then you can switch out the fonts and stuff. Did I do it? I don't know. But this is what it is. It's like a drag and drop, or if you want to start from scratch, you just use absolutely nothing and you start blank. And then they have elements that if you pay for the more premium, you have access to all of their elements. I don't use most of them, but there are some that I do use. I find this one really helpful. I use this arrow is like a thing that I add in my GIFs for showing people that I want them to use their arrow keys.
That's smart.
I have like a little welcome message that's like, welcome to Gather. Use your keyboard arrow keys to move around.
Nice.
And because I add this, I think I remove the word keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like clarifies like arrow keys. What arrow keys? The ones that look like this. Those arrow keys. So this is Canva. And then if I want to have somebody join me, I can share and I could add people to it.
Cool. And those people can edit as if they also have that little...
Let's see. What is your... Oh, I could do this. Hold on. Let's see. Share link to edit. Copy. We're learning about Canva today, too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I've been learning so much, and it's so wonderful.
Don't know how this works, so we're going to find out right now.
We're going to find out together.
Yep.
I want to say I have a free account, and that this is probably it.
Make sure you don't have a show password on
Right.
your thing.
Oh, did it? It probably just
Yep,
showed
there you are.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I was not
I'll probably
not
cut
looking.
that out of the recording there. I have this fancy blurring program, but I haven't really used it yet.
That's cool. What's it called?
Blur.
And so now
Blur Web app, I think.
Blur Web app.
Blur
Oh,
Web
it does.
app. Yeah, I got
Blur.
it. Yeah. Let me send you a link. Actually, I'll have to find it.
Yeah, so you could see me moving it, and then I think if you decide to move things, we'll be able to see you moving things as well.
Ah, okay. So
So it's technically collaborative. Yeah. No, I want that there. So we can fiddle. I actually did this for the first time with a client the other day, and it was absolutely terrifying. But it went really well. Where he was looking at what I was doing, and he was like, "Oh, I think I like. Oh, what if we do something like this?" And it was like live editing. It was the first time I ever live designed something with another person watching and actually like critiquing as I was doing it.
yeah,
It's like a new step.
I've done that a few times in Figma, and I'm curious about the differences between those two processes. Like, what's better to do that in, Canva or Figma? Because whichever one that is.
I would say Figma was built for it.
Okay.
Figma was built with the idea of designers collaborating on projects. I think it's what makes it better than Sketch. Sketch just recently started trying to catch up with Figma with the collaborative design stuff. Back when I was working at Sketch, they were just starting to work on the collaborative features,
Yeah,
and I
Figma was
believe
pretty
that it
cool.
is. Yeah, I didn't. I was a community manager over
Cool.
there, but they were just starting to get their collaborative stuff up, and Figma was already doing it, and they've been
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
So I would probably go with Figma. I haven't learned Figma, but I feel like it's relatively easy to pick up from what I saw of your like the little area for the jam.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but yeah, you can fiddle and play, and you could do this. This is how it's collaborative. So like if you have very minimal collaboration that needs to be done,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, this could work in theory if you don't want to pay for like how much is Figma? Do you know?
For me, I can do everything I need to do in it for free, including
Nice.
sharing it. So I don't know above that. I would have to look, and
Let's do a sec like a follow-up stream of like which one should we use for collaboration
that's a
and
really good
like
idea.
and play with which one is best. Like, nope, this one's annoying. Let's go back to Figma.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is what I use for my backgrounds and stuff. So I create it and then pop it in.
Can you add components?
Yes, you can. So
Awesome.
if you go
Okay.
to elements, what would you like in there?
Let's have let's put TV in there.
All right, so let's look for TV. And what type of TV?
I like that. I like that one up there. That one, the one with the pink screen. That one's cool.
Pink screen. This one?
Yeah.
E. Yeah, so you can add these guys. Yep. And then, yeah, if you want to get fancy, I think we could actually. This is where I like to play with Canva, where I can go to. I think is it grid or frame? Yeah, frame. And then I could find. Will it let me? No, it's not the right size. Hold on. There's a way. Oh, I could just grid it. I think it's a grid. Grid is the one that you can resize. Just doesn't have the rounded corners. But phooey. All right.
And you can't round the corners.
Not for that object. I think there might be a rounded corner object somewhere or a grid one. I'm trying to find it. So the problem with the frames is um, it maintains the not size, the proportions.
It looks like
So
you
you
can change
can't.
them.
What was that?
It looks like you can, unless you mean something else. It looks like you can.
Oh no, that's you could totally do it like that. Like you could do it not rounded. I mean, you could make it. I was being extra technical.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
you could type in the top if you want to search for a grid. Um, I like these ones that just popped in the background because it's like it's you could put an image in there or something. Um, the one that you have is I think it's a border.
Oh yeah, it's a. I found it in lines and shapes. I
Ah,
don't know how to change the parameters. I don't know how to change the
let's
color or
see.
anything.
Oh, okay. Well, to change the color, so at the very top, you see here, there's like this little color
Oh, uh huh.
button right there.
Oh,
Click
okay.
that, and it has document colors. The cool thing is you can add in color palettes to the
Oh,
side.
that's nice.
So you can add them. I haven't done that for most of my work. What I usually do, because I'm working too fast, is I'll go to uploads. I'll upload my most recent image that I've worked with that has the palette that I want.
Yeah.
Like I'll just do this, and then I'll go here, like back to your object, go to colors, and then it'll show photo colors.
Oh, that's brilliant. I like that.
So I do that sometimes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But you could also add your own
Hmm.
colors in because that doesn't save. That is very temporary. Now, if I go to look at the colors, that's going to be gone.
Hmm. So, what do you not get in the free version? Do you remember?
All of the elements. So anything in here, let's see. We've got all of these photos, and it says here free, free, free. And then you'll find ones on your version. Like if we're looking at yours, it'll probably have little, yeah, those little
Yeah.
things next to it. So those are premium objects.
Okay.
But I think because it's in my account, like if I touch it, I wonder if that changes the.
This reminds me very much of Adobe Spark, actually.
Really? I've never used Adobe Spark.
I think it's very similar, and I have a Creative Cloud subscription, so I get I if I think it actually might be free, even if you don't, but I'm not sure. Adobe Spark pricing. Yeah, there's a free plan for that, but it's probably like the elements and stuff like that. It's probably similar. Pretty
Yeah, and
layout
then if
templates and
you're
whatnot. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then if you have an account or whatever, they probably give you more. Very
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna have to look at Adobe Spark and then I will compare it to Canva.
Yeah, yeah. With
Because
your
I
in-depth knowledge of Canva, you'd probably be a good person to compare the two of them.
it's funny because I do not consider myself in depth with Canva at all. And I don't know that I use it the way that it's meant to be used. But it works the way that I want it to.
Mhm.
Like when I was showing that guy my work, like the work while I was doing it, he was like, "What program is this? This is so cool. I could do this." I'm like, "That is actually the point of Canva. The point of Canva is so everybody can use it." I'm gonna fix my webcam a little here. My partner is taller than me. I don't know how. Or we oh I it's like really funky. That's fine.
Just brace the
Fine.
chair up. No problem.
No problem. No problem. Whoa. Put it down. I think it's up as high as it goes. This chair is a low chair. All right. All right.
And
Okay.
you're a low
Where
person.
were we?
Hey, we're looking at
What would
cool
you
programs.
like to go over?
Okay, let's go back to Genially. Thank you so much for showing me
All right.
Canva. I
Oh,
definitely
absolutely.
am learning so many things today, and I'm so happy about it.
And
Um,
I'm more than happy if you want to do like a second stream that's like, can we just like go over random design programs? We
Yeah.
could totally do it.
Actually, you know what? How do you pronounce your name? Ari or Ari?
It's Ariel,
Okay.
but Ari is fine. I have no preference.
Okay. Um, I like the name Ariel. It's so
Whatever's
pretty.
whatever's easiest to say is usually whatever I go with.
Okay. So I'll decide. Very indecisive about those kinds of
You
things.
just call me Ari. I'm not good at making decisions either. All right, so now we want to
I was gonna say real quick. I was thinking about having a weekly something like this,
oh, we
like
should totally do
a
this.
weekly thing where we talk about like one thing I want to talk about, for example, is the let's see, I can't remember the name. It starts with a P. Like you take a design, like a picture of a picture, and you extrapolate out from that in your design. It's an architectural design exercise that I learned about recently watching videos of architectural designers because I.
Ooh, I don't know.
But
Let's
but yeah,
what
stuff
is
like
the
that, cool
term?
stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And then like if you're learning it, we could hop on. I bet that would be really useful for Sprite,
Yeah,
Tiled, like all of those little programs. Like, hey, if you just want to watch someone work in Tiled and ask questions
yeah, or like
while they're doing it.
and like maybe we all start with a free tile set from Itch, and we like take a section of map and then have a theme and be like, take this little section of this picture, extrapolate out from that.
I love that. I love that idea. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it. That'd be fun.
I'll
And I think it's a
just
great way to learn.
yeah, it really is. I'll try and decide at some point soon when I want to start it, when I want to have it.
Yeah.
This is like
Okay,
a small
so
island in a large storm of projects I've got going on, but I don't want to leave this on the back burner.
yeah, oh for sure. Okay, so what is next that you would like to have?
So I know that you have links that teleport you to different areas of your map. And
So
yeah,
first, I have links that teleport to different areas, but what I also have is I have these little they are where are they? I have interactive elements that are the little location buttons.
okay, interactive
You
elements.
don't have to use this because this is a really simple image. It's one room. Um, but I'll show you really quickly what you could do with it. Yeah, do that and then click the interaction button, which is, oh, sorry, I'm looking at it on your screen. Let me do it. I was like doing it with you over there. Okay, so if you click interactivity, choose tooltip, and then say whatever room this is on the tooltip. Like, I don't know.
Main room.
Yeah, there you go. And then save. You can add a little bit of info to it. There you go, Zen room. I like it. You could add a little bit of more information, but it recommends less than 200 characters. It's really meant to take up no space. And then if you want to see what this does after doing it, go up to the top right. You'll see preview. Click on that.
Oh, nice.
So you have a thing that shows people. So if you have a larger map with a lot of different elements, they could hover over them and see the different tooltips.
Amazing.
This one specifically is set. Right now, the animation is, what is it? No, I guess that's fine. I don't know how we would do that differently, and I don't know that we can.
I have
Yeah.
a question. I noticed that when I click on this, when I hover it over it, it kind of like, oh, I guess it appears in different places based on where you put the mouse. Is there a way to make that little tooltip pop up in the same place every time?
Gosh, I wish. I don't know that we can though.
Okay.
Let's
That's fine.
see. I wonder if we can navigation,
We
canvas.
I could probably like potentially make that smaller, and I imagine that would make it at least, but then it would be smaller, and it still has a
You
little
could
place.
change the
That's fine.
color of it though. So it's here, like it's that weird kind of gray. It's the charcoal gray color. If you go up to the top,
Ah,
there's the color option, and then you can change it to whatever you want.
nice.
Make it nice and bright.
Yeah. That's pretty. Cool.
So like if you want tooltips in there, like little things that hover and show, you could totally do that. And if you don't want it as an object now, you can just delete it.
So,
But I like those.
can I make tooltips out of other? Can I upload my own little icons like this?
That's a good question. Yes, probably.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that we can. Do I have anything? Let's see. I'm going to try it first. So let's try to find an image. We're going to see if this is a fail.
Okay.
We're going to fail together. All right, so let's go to image and then let's upload. Let's find one of Gather's little icons or something. Let's see, where are we? Gather assets, map maker. Let's do an avatar.
Ooh, I know what I'll put in mine.
Let's do.
I'll put me.
There you go. This is not what I wanted, but that's okay. I'm still going to use it. We're going to imagine that this is an icon.
Okay.
I should have picked one of the ones that I've made before. Actually, that is what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go to Google Assets. We'll go to, let's do,
My little avatar is in there now. Yay!
we'll do a little tent. There we go. Okay,
Nice.
so now let's go to interactive. Actually, we don't need to go to interactive elements. I don't know what I'm talking about. Above it is interactivity. On the, yep, click that. Yep, so you can make it a tooltip. Done. Save. There you go. And then let's preview. It totally works. Yay! So you can make your own.
Yeah, when you hover over mine, it says, "Hi there."
So cute. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That would be really cute to set up little avatars and have different ones in different areas and have like each one say something different. Like if it's a tutorial, have different tutorial content coming from different fake NPCs that are just on this image. It could be really cute.
Yes, I agree. You could even, oh man, you could even like interact with an NPC and have, I wonder if you can have like a chain of dialogue. Like,
That would be really
I've got
cool.
a couple of programs that I haven't used yet where you can set up dialogue chains, and you can like you can have different gamified things happen based on what dialogue you use. Kind of like if you've seen a really good Twitch game, or not Twitch, Twine. Have you ever?
Twine, yes, I've heard of Twine.
Yeah, and they can do things like if you respond a certain amount of times this way, it'll make a thing happen. I wonder if that's possible through Genially.
I bet it's possible in the gamification, and I bet you could set it up as slides. Like each one of these is a new page.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if there's a way to make it so they don't realize the page changed.
I think that's part of what Merciless Squid does, because he puts different parts of his games here and there and everywhere, all around his maps. And like, I don't. Have you ever played his scavenger hunt?
I've gone into his maps,
man.
but I
You
haven't
should.
played the scavenger hunt. Okay.
You absolutely should.
Okay,
I wish
I'll
he
check
was-
that out.
I wish he was here because I don't want to. I would feel bad if I just shared all of his secrets before he was ready for me to do so. But
We'll
he's
have to
teaching
do
me.
we'll have to do another one that's time zone friendly for
Absolutely.
our European folks that can't join us today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we could, because the way that I have my other one set up, I'm gonna go into it really quickly. I think that it could work. I wonder if we remove all of the transitions between slides and just have one no animation.
That's
It would just
probably
switch without knowing.
Like if you can add a link to a specific slide in Genially, I bet that's how you do it.
Like, I wonder if I could. No, I can't do this. The one thing I haven't figured out, very, very simple feature, is how to duplicate a page. I guess we can here. So it's here. It's under. We can. We could totally duplicate a page. I don't know what I'm saying. I did it last night. Yeah, we would end up going to My Creations when you want to add a page, and then pick which previous project you want to pull from. It's actually a lot like Gather's duplicate space.
Yeah, that makes sense. Excuse me.
Okay,
Yeah, that makes sense.
that was a yawn. Let's get back to it.
I yawn.
All
I'm
right.
Sorry. It's
No, you're okay. My indication is that you're probably like tired, or we are ready to.
I have
Let's see.
a minor. It's a health thing. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
my turn.
They are addictive though. Not addictive. Contagious.
Contagious. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think that we need the start button, but I actually, let's see.
I'm addicted to oxygen.
Yeah.
Problem.
So we want to have people be able to navigate within Gather, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to actually just like delete. I'm going to delete that object. And I'm going to delete this one. I don't feel like I need it. And then we're going to add, before we do that, let's go into Gather. Let's get the link of the map that you would like to have people travel to.
Okay. Also, this our tier that we have, we can collaborate. I don't know what that looks like.
We can. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's see what happens.
Because yeah, if we can be working in the same map and have it do the thing.
That'd be really cool.
Let's see. What's your email? Can you?
Let's do hello at Ariel By Design .com.
And invite. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. This is exciting. This is very exciting.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I hope it's going to be as good of a shared experience as Figma or Canva is.
I hope so. Log in. Why do I need to log in again? I already did this. Greg, it's almost your time to shine.
Yep. Thank you for being.
Oh,
so
I'm just
patient.
hanging out.
We're real close. Okay, let's see. Which one is yours? Is it there?
It's the basic guide. Or that. Never mind. I don't know.
I think that one's
I don't know.
mine. No, wait. That is right. I think it's this one.
Yeah, maybe that might be mine right there. Because yours, I see the tent in your second one.
Oh, no, we can't. It's working
No.
on this same
Oh
Gina Lee at this time. Please try again
no!
later. All
No!
right.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay. Well, maybe in the future.
Yeah,
It's probably the same issue they have with MapMaker,
probably.
where I did that the other day. I was so bummed with myself. I never do that, and I did it. I had two
No.
map makers open. I was dealing
No.
with 25 little mini offices that connect to one, and I had one duplicate window open.
That sucks.
Cotton-headed ninny muggins I was. All right, let's go to Gather then, and we're gonna get our links.
Okay.
All right, Greg, this is where we're gonna need you for some custom spawn tile knowledge.
Let me give you the link to the Gather enthusiasts little space that I was making because I actually made it for this exact reason. Yeah, let me get you the link.
Okay. Greg, do you require screen sharing? Because I could stop sharing mine for a second while we go over like how to do the custom tiles and stuff, and then I could pop back on. I mean, I'm still here, but
Yeah, I was gonna share screen. I made like a little thing to help illustrate the
Ready,
basic
thank you.
function. Do you want me to start now?
Yeah, sure. I guess I could just keep mine running. How many do we have simultaneously of screen
I
shares?
don't think there's a limit.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't think there's a
cool.
limit. I've been in a Discord chat with like lots and lots and lots and lots.
Oh, that's
And lots.
awesome.
Also, that
Okay.
strange Egnarts space that you've got right there, that looks cool. That looks really cool.
So, yeah, so that is one that I was actually going to play with. I wanted to play with the idea of putting, I make really weird, I make really weird graphics for fun. It's
Yeah.
like a soothing exercise for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually based off an octopus. I'll zoom out super big. But I was going to make like a little office space that was just on my illustration.
That's cool.
It was kind of playing with an idea where I was going to have like lounge music, chilling. There's absolutely nothing to do in this space. It is purely a cool background, but it looks like that.
That is
Um,
cool.
yeah, I wanted to see how it looked. You can kind of see the shape of the octopus. There's the octopus head, and then it goes out. It's kind of a biomorphic illustration where it's based on something in nature.
That's beautiful art.
And then I just keep going.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's so detailed. But yeah, that's that space. I
What
was gonna
program
make
did
it,
you-
and then
What program did you use to make that art? It's really beautiful. Or was that just freehand?
that was Procreate.
That's awesome.
I used Procreate, and I turned on a symmetry tool.
Ah, yeah, nice.
So I had symmetry side. I had it at an angle, I think. No, this one was this. Yes, this had to have been symmetry, and I just adjusted the line where my symmetry line was.
Beautiful.
So it was at a diagonal,
Yeah.
and then everything was symmetrical. Yeah. I like doing these because the longer I stare at them, the more I see.
Yeah.
I used to do some really fun ones that were less organized, more chaotic, because I didn't use symmetry.
Mm-hmm.
I just would go and do it. I wonder if I have any. I don't know. I don't know where I would find them.
Well,
Don't know where I would find them.
I'm a fan of the aesthetic.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. This was one of the first ones I think I made, and then I just started going on a like that's what I do now in my free time. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to not focus on anything. I am going to pointlessly and aimlessly draw.
Yeah. I should do that more often.
It's really relaxing to have no goal.
Yeah.
Everything I do is so goal oriented that stepping away from it and letting it like not have a purpose is the best way to spend my time sometimes when I've spent too long problem solving for a map or like because it's like it's solving a puzzle making gather maps and experiences like taking what somebody wants. It's like looking at the front of a puzzle, like kind of where you're like, oh, I like that puzzle, okay, we could do that, But then you're like, I don't want to look at it anymore. I'm not going to look at it. Now I'm going to try to put it together. And then it's like the creating and making the experience happen. It's not really like a puzzle. That's not the most accurate, like, comparison. But that's what it feels like when it starts to come together. And, like, when you finally get all the edges put in, you're like, I know where it's going now.
Yeah.
Like, that feeling is really satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay, so what step are we on now? So we're in Gather. You sent me the link.
Yeah, I sent you a link on the Discord.
Okay, I'm going to send this to Symphony.
Yes. Yeah, sorry I didn't send
There
it
we
to
go.
you too.
That's okay.
Gotta mute myself and Gather too.
I actually really like that noise.
Me too.
We have a fourth person.
We do. Welcome.
Hey. Oh, hey, it's Jomi. It's Joking.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
Welcome, friend.
All right, I'm joining this URL. I am already sharing my screen. I'm just ready when you guys are.
How you doing, Joking?
And I am going to like take a back seat for a moment until we're like, hey, yo, Ariel, we need to set this up ingenially, and then I will assist. I'm here. Oh no, he was like,
the password.
Too much pressure.
Let's see.
What was the password for the Gather space?
Okay, good. Oh man. I want to say the password is just Discord. I think. Sorry.
That seems to have been it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Where did you post before the event lounge? Oh, just checking in. Okay.
I think I sent it. I think I said. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no. Yeah, I did send it directly to you. I think. Yeah, the link. Yeah, I just sent it directly to you for now. Which is probably, I want to be on the safe side for at least the next few minutes of learning how to do this so that no one accidentally gets into the editor and is like, let's have fun and version you.
Yeah,
accidentally.
I'm posting in the group. If anyone wants to join, we're about to go over custom spawn tiles. Is that accurate? Okay. Lounge. There we go.
This is when it's nice to have 3 monitors.
Yes.
This guy.
You have 3, huh?
Right. Yeah, Discord's in the middle with our video chat, and then Gather's on the left.
That's smart. I have you guys off to the side, so anytime I'm looking to the side, it looks really strange. But if I move it over to the other window, then you'll see yourselves. So, actually, I wonder, I can make this part pop out.
Hi there.
Dance, dance.
Yeah.
Took me a while. I had to guess like 5 keys.
So it would probably be useful for us to have that little, I'm gonna pull it up. The question mark, skip step, doop-de-doo.
Yeah, I have that too.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to Evie.
So I'd like to be able to send people to another tile in the same space and to a tile in a different room within the same space. Is that going to be able to be a thing that we can do?
I think you can already do that with Gather's portal tiles, right?
You can, but
Yeah.
you have to walk there. Can you?
No, you could actually do it. Like,
Not
oh,
what
you
the
mean
URL that
outside?
has its own destination.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be an API thing, I think.
If
Unless,
you're going
yeah,
to another space, like a different URL, then that's what we're going to talk about. But if you want to go to another room in the same space, then you can already do that with the blue tiles.
yeah.
I know
You just
that.
have
I
to
know
place.
that part, but I want
Yeah.
people to be able to, like, you know how, hold on a second. This guy was showing me how to use the API and is actually very new to Gather, so I wanted him to know we were doing this because it might give him some insights on helping me and figuring out some things for himself too. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Ari's bulletin board thing and Genially, like, you can go to a different space. With the event,
Yes.
with the special event link that Sylvia was talking about, you can go to a certain tile in the same space. Is that does that tile? What I want to figure out is, does that tile have to be in the same room or can it be in a different room? I want people to be able to navigate within that Genially window, click on it, and then they're
Yeah.
at that tile. Is what I mean.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can use custom spawn tiles for that to go to the same place, same to a different location in a different room in the same space, but it will essentially be refreshing the page.
Could we
So,
set it up? Could we set it up to be a different reservation? Same time frame, like with the custom spawn tile. If you're actually just setting the new spawn, it's the same, like different reservation link or whatever. Same time frame, but different spawn URL. That's what Sylvia does, right? Like you create the reservation and then you take that spawn link. But can you make more than one reservation at the same time? Because if you
you
can, then
can.
you could do that, I think.
So how about I go over what I'm going to go over because that might
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
clear up some of that.
Thank you for being so patient.
So let me know when you're watching my screen.
Oh,
I'm only
okay.
going to stream at like 15 frames per second because it's all text.
Yeah.
We're
I
watching.
usually do that too.
So we are
It's
going to
still
talk
loading.
about queries.
It's still
Okay.
loading. Oops.
Here, let me
And this
see if
might
I'll
sound like
I'll
a
turn
double
off
change.
mine too.
Yeah, well, I'll turn off mine too for the time being. Oh, I see yours. Okay.
How about you, Ariel?
There. Huh? I
Do you
see.
see it? Okay.
I see
Yeah.
you,
So
baby.
we're going to talk about queries, and it sounds like queries is a subject change. So a query is usually when you look at like a subset of a database. You might approach a database with a specific query, and then the database would respond to you with the query results. So you might want to look at everything in a database where all the persons are named Greg, and then that might show you all of the times that I went to a video rental store. Or you might want to see all posts made on October 5th, like a search query. That way you could just look at one day. So the way that queries usually work is using something called key value pairs. Um, and these are important words, key and value. They get used a lot in programming. So keys are usually like the property name, and the value is the property data. So if you had a key called name, there would be a lot of different data entries for that one property, but one of the property datas might be Greg, or one of the property values for hair might be brown. So this association is really important because you're specifying that of the type name it's Greg, or of the type hair it's brown, or Discord ID equals symphony. So value data types, this second term, the actual data, comes in a couple of different forms, like strings, which are usually letters and sentences, or integers, which are usually numbers, or booleans even, which is like a true or false, yes, no kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So with URLs, since the internet gets used a lot to talk to databases, the HTML format and stuff has started introducing this idea of putting queries right into the URL, and that saves you a couple of clicks when you get to wherever you're going. And usually the format is URL question mark and then the key and then the value of that key, and then that will give you a return. It will give you a filtered look. Um, so for example, I might have a website called google.com/search, right? And then if I did stuff on that page, I might end up with a type of this web page where the entry is cat pictures. So my URL might look something like google.com/search question mark entry equals cat pictures. So this question mark is the query symbol, and
So
this
like the
specifies that.
question mark, so like the question mark setup, like the question mark skip setup, that is telling it to skip the setup code or whatever like
It's
that.
it's setting the skip setup state to true because it is a boolean. It's a true or
Okay.
false.
So if
And
false, it would show the tutorial, but because it's true or
correct.
whatever, it is not showing it. Okay. So and
Yeah,
then
and it
the
probably defaults to zero, which is
so the
off.
so the thing that we are going to be fiddling with in Gather or in Genially and Gather is this entry, right? Like the
Yeah.
okay.
Well, this is the nice thing about this query string that you append onto the end of your URL is that you can use more than one. So for example, if I was looking at an Amazon page, and if you
You
go on
misspelled
Amazon and
coffee.
you look
Sorry.
you you look at an Amazon link, they are gigantic, right? They go forever, and
Uh-huh.
you're like, hey, check out this website. This is almost every single time that you give someone a URL and it's like a whole paragraph. It's
Right.
because of these. It's because it's a
Yeah.
long list of keys and values, right? So you have the question mark, which means that now we're going to start doing queries. So the CRID equals this. How about after that? They use this ampersand sign to separate the entries. So keywords equals HDD. And then another query, QID equals 16. So all this stuff, if you're giving URLs to your friends, you don't need anything after the question mark,
Yeah.
unless you want to show them the specific size you picked out and the specific color you picked out on Amazon. So if I go back here,
I usually delete everything after ref.
I'm
Is that
very
bad?
lazy deleting everything.
yeah,
I don't
I mean, ref
think
is just
so.
another URL appending thing,
Okay.
and that probably doesn't. That's another keyword thing that the URL comes off of. So
Okay.
I do the
yeah, so
same thing.
basically we can butt these together. We can, and the order doesn't matter. But we might have this URL Amazon.com/coffee machine, and then the query start with this question mark, color equals black, and size equals 4 gallon, and then that will take us
So you
to an
connect it with an
Amazon
and.
page.
Oh.
Yeah,
You connect it with a
that
what?
it's kind of like a comma. If it was a comma separated list, it would look something like that with a comma. But in the URL, it's an and. So now, if we look at something like this gather URL that I have here, we
Mm-hmm.
have gather.town/app, right? That's the app.
Mm-hmm.
This
Right.
is the
Unique, the
name of
unique map code or what, or the unique
this is
map
probably my
URL.
username right here. That's probably what that is. And then inside my account number is going to be this name of my map, right? And then I have this question mark because this is the whole URL. This is what you guys are used to seeing, right? That's
Yeah.
that's that's all that's
Yes.
normally there. But now we have this beginning of a query list, right? And so this query list might say that the value of the key spawn token has a value of this like huge hash sum or whatever they got from my spawn tile, and the skip setup key has a value of 1, right? So now this will take you to the spawn tile that I've made on this map, without having to log in. And you could give this to friends, and they won't have to like check to make sure their camera works and all that. It will just go straight to the page.
We
I'm
don't, hold on, we don't need a question mark for the second one because we have that and for the skip setup part.
Yeah, the question mark kind of just says that now we're going to start talking about queries.
Okay. And then all of
Kind of
that
like
is
this is
connected in
the end of
one.
the URL. Like this is
Okay.
this is the website address. and these are like the details. So so this is the real URL, and then everything after the question mark is like feeding the website data before you even get there.
Okay, that I think that makes sense to me. How about you, Evie?
Yeah, I think it does too. I will have questions,
I
but
think you're muted.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you. This is making sense. I'm still muted. Yes, sorry.
There you go.
Yes, this is making sense. Thank you so much. I will have questions, but for now, like, thank you. Yes, it is making great sense.
It makes sense
Let me
for when we like look at these links that we have in Gather that seem like these really long, crazy links.
Yeah.
They're actually not that crazy, so that is helpful.
Yeah.
So now the tiles, now the custom.
Yeah, so now if I go to spawn tile and I
Mhm.
create like a spawn ID, like maybe Greg Place. Wow, look at that. They take characters. They don't have to be numbers. I didn't know. I just guessed. Because why not? Why wouldn't they? So I
You're
have this
hacking,
this
aren't
ID.
you?
It's a unique ID. It's never been used, right? And I'm going to go ahead and put that
Man, why
put
didn't you just
tab.
jump to this? No, just kidding. I'm really
And
happy
then
you
I'll put
explained
that.
it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It wouldn't have been the same.
So now I have this
Yeah.
unique Greg Place thing, right?
Uh huh.
And you would think that, like if we look back at our thing, it would be like, oh, question mark spawn token equals Greg Place. But no, Gather, I don't know what they did. But
It
It's
probably
what
just
ends
encapsulates
up
the
that people
happening
element.
is,
can't just go to places.
yeah,
I
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
or
But
maybe
yeah,
maybe multiple
we'll
people
we'll
use
find out. So
Great Place somehow. I'm sure in the
yeah, so
thousands of people who use
if
Gather, someone else
if
will
you
know.
say create
Yeah.
new event, I don't have a calendar, but I have this. Oh, I didn't save it. I
What
didn't
is
save it.
that?
Sorry, guys. Save,
Save
save.
your work. Always save your work.
Yeah, why doesn't the Gather editor have an autosave? That'd be disastrous. I take it back. So, yeah, now that I have two custom spawn tiles on this area, if I go to this calendar thing, even though I don't have a calendar connected, if I go down to this copy location link, I have to pick it
Select
as
a
spawn tile.
location.
So I Greg Place right here, and I say copy location.
Will it let you?
It did before. I don't know what's going on.
Creating Google Calendar. Do you need to create in Google Calendar?
No, that just takes this URL and then also takes you to Google
What
at the
happens
same
when
time.
you paste? Does it just not give you visual feedback? Maybe.
Could I
Yeah,
ask
it's
like a
possible.
Yeah. What happened?
so
No,
Oh
that's
no.
not it.
Okay.
so you placed that spawn tile. When
Uh-huh.
you go to the spawn tile, does it change the URL? Like if you
There we
go
go.
Here,
like if you well, what did you do differently? How'd you
Nothing. I didn't do
I'm gonna make you a builder in MySpace because I do have a
then
calendar.
copy.
Um, I don't know if you'll be able to
You
access
don't
it.
need to have a calendar. I did it
Okay.
before I jumped on the call just to
Okay.
make sure.
Okay.
So I've copied this link, and now if I paste it up here,
Oh.
you could see that the spawn token,
there's
like
the
here's the
spawn
query
token.
right here. The spawn token is this giant long string. It's not Greg Place. It's turned into some
Right.
hash sum.
Yeah.
But curiously, I can give this to people, and it will always go there as long as I have Greg Place spawn tile on my map.
Yeah.
Um, but if I go down here to copy location link, it actually generates a new one that still goes to Greg Place. So both this one and that one both go to Greg Place. I don't know why. Maybe they have a computer somewhere that's just saving all of these, and the key value pair is Greg Place equals this
Yeah.
thing. I'm not really sure.
I wonder if there's a way to
But you
manage
can you can
those.
just do this forever and just and always get a unique one,
So,
and they just hang out in the internet forever. Yeah.
so my question would be, once you generate one of those, if you send it to someone, is it active forever? Is there ever a way for you to be able to manage that and make it go to something else? Or is oh wait,
I would say no because you don't have this wherever they're storing this isn't something that you can really access. But what you can do is you can go back into the builder and then get your pointer tool in the effect category and then delete the
The old
eraser,
spawn.
and you have to make sure you're erasing a spawn tile and then erase it, and then that would be
right?
the answer. That would be the way to make sure that this spawn token doesn't do
Doesn't live
anything.
on past. Yeah.
So if you were to do that and you were to make another Greg space spawn token with the same ID, would it go to that one instead?
That's a great question. Here, let's
Let's find
do
out.
it.
Let's find out.
And
Let's
then
find out.
I'll refresh the page just
So
to
I
make
think,
sure that there's no.
Evie, I think you should definitely share this video because I think this, if anything, like this part is going to be very useful.
I think you're right. I think I'm definitely going to share this video.
Yeah.
So I go to calendar, create new event. Oh, it's still there. Oh, because I forgot to save. Jeez.
Oh, Greg! Mr. Ariel, make sure you save your work!
We're all
Hey, my
very
whole computer
spoiled
backs
by.
up every hour.
We're all very
That's a little
spoiled by the
different. Let me
autosaves.
make this a little smaller.
We're
All right.
spoiled with autosave.
We really are.
There was a program. What program was I using the other day? Do you remember, Greg? I was using a program that, like, it was like, it didn't tell you, it told you that it was, like, not saved the last time it was saved or something. It had, like, a different feature. So rather than it saying, like, it actually lets you know when it autosaves. Like, it tells you, like, hey, you forgot to save your work. I'm saving it for you. Rather than just doing it for you, I actually really liked that feature because it was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to save. It's like this ongoing, no, it wasn't tiled. Tiled does not have autosave. I have lost hours of work because of that.
I have to.
So, in the area, I'll tell you if I remember. In the area, we could see that I no longer have a Greg's Place token, Greg's Place spawn location, right?
Because you deleted it, right?
Yeah, because I deleted it and then I saved the area. So now if I do something like go to the spawn token of Greg's Place, one of them, then it should probably just take me to the default. I would say they would take it to a default spawn token.
Oh, but we need the skips. Do you need to put like the skip setup stuff, or was that in there?
I mean, it's not super necessary, but hey, that's
so
what
did it send you to the default spawn?
No, it didn't. It took me just to the generic spawn point.
It took you where you were before, right? Where you last were?
Yeah.
Do this in a private window.
Oh, to become anonymous?
Yeah, I think that'll be the best bet for us on whether or not it's sending us to new locations, is using the private.
That's a good idea.
Like you're a new user. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. I apologize. I will mute it if it's annoying.
I didn't even
hear God. I made this area like 4 months ago and I have no idea. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Just reset it. Turn off the password on your other browser.
That's in the area, right?
Yeah, go to manage space. Yeah, settings, and then go to space accessibility. Oh wait, yeah, space access. I'm nerp. Sorry, I could hear myself echoing when I do that. We're not in the same house.
I assume that works.
Yes.
No feedback, but I assume
that
works.
Yeah. Do you have to like close it down for it to be active or anything?
Do you want me to add you as a builder in the Gather Enthusiasts space? Because I can totally just do that.
Sure, yeah. Okay, I got in this time. Yeah, okay. So it did work. There's just no feedback.
So we could test it in your space?
Greg, too. Block. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you didn't put the skip tutorial in the link. Add your little skippy step thing.
Oh, look at that, you guys.
What?
I don't.
Down here.
Is that the default spawn?
Down here. No, it isn't. This was where the Wait. Oh no. You know what? I bet that is. I bet that's just a
Open your map maker. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, I bet that's a null location.
How is that a null location?
I do not think. I think it's. I had no location to go to, so they probably put me at 1-1. Oh. They probably put me in the bottom left of the area.
So what happens really quick? Could you please put a row of the red tiles at the bottom where you just spawned, and then do it again in a new window and see if it puts you on the red tile, because if it does, that's a big problem. But if it doesn't, if it puts you somewhere else, that means it's responsive to the impassable tiles. So it'll just pop you into an area that doesn't have impassable tiles. It'll pop you in so that it could be usable. But
Real quick.
I might be wrong actually. I
What?
think that's actually
that was
where
the
I set
spawn.
my
Okay.
I set my default spawn there.
Because
I'm
I was about
sorry.
to say 0, 0 is the top left of the map, not the bottom
Yeah.
left.
It's
Oh,
usually
nice. Wait, no, that's the system I hate. I prefer the bottom left. There's a huge format war between the two, and it's been
Oh,
going
is
on for
there?
like 80 years. Yeah, it's a big problem with like all of the graphic systems, because they don't get along. Yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and delete this and just try again, just in case. I'll go back to
you'll have to
effects
put
and
at
save.
least one spawn tile. I'm
Yeah, I'm
curious
putting
about
one
like,
in.
so could we put more than, so if we put more than one custom spawn tile ID, so if we just take the ones that you already have and put them there, I'm actually less worried now. I was more worried because I was afraid that it spawned you somewhere random, and it looks like it didn't. It spawned you to the default spawn.
Yeah. So yeah, if that's true, then that would answer your question, Evie. That once you delete that tile, with your it put me in the bottom
Okay.
left again. I might have been coincidentally. No way. No way.
Do you have two spawn tiles open?
Oh wait, did I save the
Is
freaking
that
map?
your old, that is that your old guy? That's your old guy. That's the other, you have your other window open. We've got two Gregs in space now, right?
Yeah, but no, I forgot to save the map for the third time in a freaking row.
You saved the links
The
that you
best.
put on the map the other day,
The
right?
best.
We're good. You saved them. I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
I think.
did. Let me move. I might have to go anonymous again.
Anonymous.
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 Hip hop.
Hip hop
Anonymous?
anonymous. Hip
I might
hip
I
hip
might
hop.
need to close.
Hip hop anonymous. What is that from?
Is that from Fly the Conchords? No, that's
No,
the
they do have the hip
hippopotamus. The
It's
lyrics are
from Big
hippopotamus.
Daddy.
rhinoceros. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's
The
It, it's
they call
it's
me
Big
the
Daddy.
hip hoppopotamus. My lyrics are bottomless.
It
And then
was
nothing. Hip hip hop.
was that animal guy?
It's it is an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah,
Hip
it was Big
hip
Daddy.
hop. Yeah, Big Daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. The friend that's learning to read.
yeah. I don't know why I can't remember his name right now.
Hip hip hop.
The animal guy,
Yeah, yeah,
Goose
yeah.
Piccolo.
It's Schneider, Rob Schneider,
Yeah, Rob
right?
Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Greg 3. I put in the the deleted spawn tile, and I started. Yeah, in the top left. Yeah, so it defaults to the the area's default spawn. So now the question is, if we go back and we go back to our design, and we put in another Greg place, right? Now will the
There was
old link
no.
start working again?
Was that? Does it matter if it's the same? Because I think
Case?
the P was not capitalized. Does that matter?
It might.
Yeah, I would almost say for
You're
certain
right.
that it
You're right.
matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undo to save the day. So now I'm gonna put Greg Place, in this top right corner, just for, and then I'm
So
gonna
I
save
think
it
what
for
I'm
the
gonna
first time.
do, hold on, Greg, pause and
Hmm.
keep this thought. Don't lose it. You're really good at that. You're
Okay.
good at like holding thoughts.
Yeah.
This would be a really cool thing. After we're done with the video, I would love to take this video and convert it into a guide,
Yeah, I was planning on it.
a written guide. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all. Continue, Greg.
So this was the Greg Place string from the old Greg Place, right?
Okay.
I haven't changed it, but I've made a new Greg Place since, and it's got the exact same characters, and I put it in the top right. And so now I have a new anonymous window. I'm gonna have to skip the tutorial again. Uh, Greg 4, keeping track here.
Great.
45.
Fat fingers.
Oh, now I'm the one yawning. I gave you a hard time and I'm yawning.
It worked. Oh, and I put a portal up there. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it did put me in the top right.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see it.
So this means that you can this number right here that I had, it will always take you to any custom spawn that you call Greg Place.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, cool.
So yeah, you can revoke and then reauthorize just by deleting the tile and then adding it back in.
So
awesome.
real quickly, can we like go over how I can do this like in my space that I have now for Dartmouth?
Certainly, yeah, absolutely.
I can share my screen and then we can watch me try to do it.
I would love that.
Yep.
So we could see it in action.
Yeah.
A map that is fully set up another way, but which one? This one.
Well, you
Yeah,
set
because
that
you
up.
specifically want people leaving other maps, other URLs, and then coming back to another map, but not showing up in the default spawn tiles, right?
I want them to show up. Yeah, hold on. So I'll show you what I have. Go back. I'm gonna manage the space. I always do that every time. I click on the go to space instead of manage space.
And I'm just going to make a guess. I want to know if I'm right. But you guys know how if you have a bunch of spawn tiles, then where people land ends up being somewhat random amongst those?
Yeah.
Yes,
So I
whatever's
bet
open. I think.
if you had 4 Greg places, then anybody who goes to Greg Place would land in a random Greg Place.
Yeah.
So you could still do that same
ideally,
distribution.
ideally, I would put these spawn tiles like I could put a few of them here to ensure that if there's more than one person coming out of that spot, that they will land in a let's say
Yeah,
the Smith
absolutely.
I
spawn.
will be right back, but I'm still recording.
Okay. All right. So what do I do? Help me out here. All
The
right.
first thing
So
would
now.
be you go to your you need to start at your destination, and you
Okay.
would go into the tile effects and use a. I thought you were in the destination.
Which destination are you referring to? There are two different destinations. One is
You need this system to come out of the office and land in a particular place in the map you were just on, right?
correct.
Because the people coming from the all the buildings map, they only have to
They
end
will
up
land
in one
here.
place. No, I mean the people leaving this area and going into the buildings will end up in a default spawn location for that URL because there's a doorway, right? But the
Right.
other way is not necessarily true. If they come out, you don't want them to land in the default place for this map because they all come out of different buildings.
They'll come out. So if they land in the default place here, they'll land
Mhm.
here. They'll land in the keynote
Yeah,
lounge.
exactly.
And I don't
Yeah,
want that.
so
I want them to land in my offices. So if they went into, let's say, they went into, since I'm going to be playing with Hoppas, they went into Hoppas.
okay.
But they didn't do it here. Like if they went into Hoppas using my, using that little,
Yeah, the little fast travel.
the genially fast travel, if they decide to then exit here from
Yes.
Hoppas, if they
Yes.
go here, they don't land at the front of Hoppas. They land in the keynote. And I would love for them to
Yeah.
land in a desired location.
Yeah, so perfect. So we'll start at that destination you want then, and we'll put a custom spawn tile there.
Okay. So let's go. So that is here.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to add a spawn. And let's call it, we're going to do Hoppa. I'll do Hoppa. Okay. And then I place the tiles. Do I place the tiles?
Sorry, I'm lagging out. All right, I think I'm back. Sorry, I lagged out for like 10
It's
seconds.
okay. So now I put the spawn tile down.
Oh man, I can hear you from the other room, but I can't.
Why don't you just like come in here? And you're gone.
Look over your shoulder.
He's gone. Yeah. Here he comes. The secrets are revealed. Hello. Okay. So now I place the spawn tiles.
Yeah. So you would place it where you want your exit.
We're just gonna go across.
Yeah, and hopefully that will randomly distribute exiters, just like a.
Let's actually do a little bit more, little neater. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that'll be good.
So those are all hoppas. So now if we go into our map, yep, and you saved automatically or
Yeah.
manually.
I've lost in the fork.
So now if you go to your calendar on the
Oh.
lower left, because that's the only way to
Right.
find out what that crazy number is. No, just right here.
Oh, that calendar. Okay.
So now create a new event and
Okay.
you choose your hoppa. Yep, and then copy location link.
Okay.
And that will be your key value pair for that particular destination, right? So save that on a scratch paper somewhere, or maybe a text document, or a
How do I do that in here? Let's go here.
Sure.
I will save it for now in our chat because
Perfect.
lazy. Okay.
Enter.
Okay,
So-
and then I'll take that spawn token. Right?
You don't need the token because you're still going to use the whole URL. So let's go back to Hoppa's specific area. Their gather, right? Hoppa
Like
has-
the actual their
yeah,
space.
the inside, yeah, the space. Sorry,
So
I
that's where
forgot
we
the
go
word.
here. Off fast travel. This is where I want that. Like, yeah. Okay.
And I guess you could do it from in the client if you don't want to go into the builder, because the client lets you place the portals, right?
I don't know. I'll just go into the builder. It's okay. It's okay. I'll go into builder.
So we're here in the Hoppa map, and we're going to go to the stamp tool.
Spawn.
Nope.
The stamp.
It switched automatically. That's funny. I didn't know it would switch from pointer to stamp. But you want to go to the portal. And I'm still kind of guessing here.
Oh, okay. So then we would go here.
Uh-huh.
I would place a portal to another space, that URL, and
Yep.
then how do I
Ampersand. Yeah.
and skip
Lowercase skip, uppercase setup. Equals. One.
through one?
Yes.
One. Okay. That's it.
Presumably, yeah.
Confirm. I should have copied that, but I could put more than one, I think. No, I can't. It's okay. I'll write it again. Okay. Here, that's okay. It's good. It's good to. So, and skip setup equals one.
Mm-hmm.
Equals one. Just in case. Confirm. Right?
Yep. Yeah, and you might
Did I
want
put down?
Yeah, I think you did in the same one as the spawn tile. You might want to use the eraser to erase the spawn.
Which one?
Highlight the spawn up here.
What?
Yeah, highlight. Yeah, so you erase the spawn, and then erase the spawn that's in the same one as the portal. Yeah.
It was okay. There wasn't one there before. I don't think. I only had them down here. I'm putting it
Those
here
are
as the
portals.
test spot.
Yeah. No, I had you erase the green from that square.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Okay.
to make it less confusing.
and I'm actually going to make it less confusing by moving these forward. And these are not custom. Doesn't matter. Don't
It's
have
for
to be.
anybody who shows up as URL. Yeah.
Me. Okay, that's fine. Save. All right, let's test this bad boy. I'm going to refresh just to be safe and make sure that. Fingers crossed, man. This would be so cool if it works. No code. Oh, because I'm on the other side of it. Now I'm just going to do it. Enter.
Skip setup.
We skipped setup, and yes!
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. Okay.
Woo!
So that means, Genevieve, I don't know if you're following the other part, but that actually means that I have a map link connected to this. So if someone were to not use, not their last spot isn't here, right? Like they could go here and visit. They don't have to. So now it is all connected to this information thing.
Cool.
So just by going in there, the spawn tiles coming back will land them in front of that location.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what I wanted. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's
all right.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Now, let's do this again for your space.
Yeah. Okay, so I've been working on this here. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Screen number 1. That should be it. Is that it? Is that the right one?
Let's see.
That's not the right one. Oops.
No.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Let me do this again. Okay, so it should be that one. Okay. All right. Okay, so I have made these spawn tiles, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And right now what I'm doing is putting them in a Google Doc, basically.
Smart.
So I made an event, top left, custom entrance, copied the location link. That's the first one. I'm going to do it again. Let's do bottom left, copy location link. Going to paste that in there.
I don't
Then
think you
for
have to
all of
close the
these-
calendar every time. You don't have to close it. You could just change. This copy location link is just to generate the key thing.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
you could do that.
Cool.
So, one thing I recommend for these little thing, the ones that you're putting, I guess we don't have to when it's in the same map, huh? I was gonna say you
that's
could
what I was telling
add
her.
the little fancy skip step stuff, but if it's in the same map, you don't need to do skip step because it's not gonna make you go through the tutorial for switching rooms or for switching so that doesn't apply.
I'll integrate that at some point.
You would still want to do the skip tutorial because basically what you're doing at this point is you're going to a URL which will be basically like refreshing the page.
Yeah.
But it'll still, because they've been in that space, it'll
that
still
might be
skip
true.
it.
Yeah, that might be true.
I'll do that on a case-by-case basis, I think.
Yeah. If we find that these links don't work, that'll be telling. It'll let us know that we should. So we could test this and see.
Yeah. Okay, so I see the token. Now what was the next thing I was supposed to do with it? I'm also going to delete this spawn point here. I don't know why that's even there. Okay.
Are you muted, Greg?
Yes.
A disclaimer, guys. Just like the portals and how you can't find out where they ended up going ever again, after you make your spawn IDs, you will not be able to find out what that ID is like ever again because you can't select a placed spawn and read that ID.
Wow.
I don't know why. You would think it would be like the objects, right? Where you could find out what the object is called when you click on it.
Right, inspecting the element or whatever.
They have not put in inspection for effect tiles yet.
You can't do it. Can you do it in Map Maker?
No, that's
Inspect?
what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. It's there, but nothing shows up. It's an empty bubble. So I think they just haven't gotten around to it yet.
When they get around to it, it'll break everything!
On the positive side, even if you do forget the names, they're still going to show up in that little calendar generation thing. It just, you might need to be careful about naming them because you're not necessarily going to know which one you're picking. If you have like 100.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay, so what do I do with these tokens again? I don't remember that part.
These would be the URLs for the portal function. If you're using a portal to another space, you're using it in the same space, but it should still work.
Hey Chris, you're gonna like this. Hey everybody, this is Chris. He was showing me the API stuff yesterday. If memory serves, he's relatively new to Gather, but he is a really good programmer. And he was walking me through some stuff. We were figuring out some things, and I think like we're trying to come from different sides and put all the information together. And yeah, Chris, we're talking about spawn tiles and how to set them up in a creative way that we have never really thought about before, and it's so cool.
How to no code map hop.
I showed them how to use query strings in the URLs, Chris.
Oh, okay, cool.
And that works perfectly for my personal use case, which is a spider web of offices that link to one map. Now they land, so whatever little cottage they go to, like little office they walk up to, they go inside, they go to a completely new map, and then if they come back in, they land back on the map where they were, but they could also do it if they click on this information. I'll show you after, but
Yeah.
let's get him caught up on the other stuff, since that's not the one that we're working on right now.
It sounds like the multiverse, like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So basically, what the I think the most efficient way is to probably start here. So when you're laying down tiles, you can lay down your spawn tiles, and spawn tiles are where, when you get to the map, where you appear. And these are the basic ones. These are the ones that you're just gonna, like, if they're default ones, I think those are the ones that you'll just appear in whenever you come in the map. One of these three is where you'll go. And so these ones have names. This one's got bottom right, and I've assigned each of them a name. And each one that's the same, like if there's a thing that's going to direct you to that spawn tile, you could appear, like if there are several top left tiles, you could appear in any one of these four. It's random which one you appear in. So yeah, there's that. And when you go to, okay, I am saving obsessively now.
I'm dumb. I already forgot that the name is printed right on the tile like that. I was thinking that you had to look at it in the inspector.
I am so glad that you don't. Oh man, I'm so glad you don't.
Yeah, I was thinking of the portals, because the portals are just blue squares, and who knows.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We all have moments.
So anyway, there's calendar here. When you go into the calendar, you don't have to have a calendar connected. You can just create a new event, and you can select the location of these spawn tiles, these specific spawn tiles that you specifically named. And without even creating an event, you can copy the location link. Sometimes it grays out, but you can do it. Maybe I think you have to actually select one.
Yeah.
And then you can copy the location link, and that will give you this URL. And I've copied and pasted all the URLs. And
So it's the full URL of the space of the workspace you want to go to.
yes.
It's the URL of the space plus a query string with the spawn token key with the spawn token value that corresponds to that tile ID.
Got it. So you go right to the tile on that.
Quick
Yeah.
question for the end of this. It's the and.
Ampersand.
I put the and. Thank you. Okay.
It's not the end. It goes between them, like a comma.
So if I were going to, also, what is the thing?
Skip setup.
Skip setup? Yeah.
Yeah,
can
it's
So
Can you tell me
you
what
would
that
use
string
the
is?
ampersands to join two queries together.
okay.
And it's lowercase skip, and then no space. It's uppercase S, etup,
It up. Okay.
and then you would need the equals 1.
Equals 1. So that means it's true, right?
yes.
I'm learning things.
I taught them booleans, Chris.
And I'm just gonna.
Admittedly, I kind of already knew this back in my I want to be an engineer days. Like, I want to be a developer days. But, I like designing so much more.
Yeah, I experienced that also. That pain. I know that pain. Okay.
So I learned front end development before I learned that I could design with design programs. Like, I was doing it and I was like, you can write words and it can make things happen for a program. And then it was like, wait, I could do this without programming.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link, open an incognito window, and we're going to see if it takes us to that top left chair.
You did the skip setup too. I didn't do that, so I wonder what that will do for a brand new user.
Yeah, I wonder as well.
How will you
Make it
skip a
big.
setup
I'll watch.
if you've
I'll start
never
paying
had?
attention again.
Oh, and it's got, yeah, I put a password on it.
Okay.
Pretty sus.
Yeah, the first thing I ever did was put in a map of the skeld that someone put on
So the problem.
internet.
Wait. So it didn't work for the. Oh no, it did. It'll skip the tutorial. It won't skip the.
Oh, look at
We
that.
did it! Yay!
Look at that.
Ruby.
We've done it! Oh my goodness.
Party, party, party.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am really excited right now,
Yeah.
you guys.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm so
man.
stoked.
This opens up so much. Okay, so Chris, the next thing we were doing is looking at Genially, which is this really cool thing where you can do all sorts of gamified stuff. You can interact with an object. It'll pop up this interactive presentation that you can do things as cool as simulating an inventory system. It's cool.
I guess you could do that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, like
So
here.
I have it set up right now for mine. I pulled it up on my screen. I have this set up to travel to each one of these map locations. And this is all within one gather object. So this entire slideshow, I'll actually show you how it works because I am here now.
Yeah, I've
Let's go
switching
here.
the recording to your
So if I'm
One step
I'm
closer
here.
to RPG.
if we go here, press X, and then this pops up. And then let's go Office Fast Travel. And then I have here, so you could do this with any of them. This is all one interactive presentation.
This is like a published slideshow.
Yeah. But each one of these links to something on the map. So like, go to Office Fast Travel. These are all different maps. And so someone could technically click on this and go to a space, like for Hoppa, right? But the problem when they do that is they don't actually go to the portal tile that is designated for that on that map. They're just skipping a step. They're not walking all the way there. They're fast traveling. So now I'm in Hoppa's office. And you know, the last spawn location that I was in the lobby of that event. So now, by default, in the normal gather, the way it's set up, if I go through this, it's going to land me back in the lobby. That's the way gather functions. So we will do this. And let's see. Instead, it took them right to the outside of Hoppa's office, like they came out.
I have an example too.
Yeah, show.
So this is Merciless Squid. So all credit goes to Merciless Squid for this really cool setup. Okay, I'm also going to... Can I also share my audio? I feel like I should be able to also share my audio, but I don't know if I
There's
can.
that pitched roof he was talking about.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Merciless Squid is a really, really talented map maker. I wish I wish Nikki was here right now. But yeah. So this is a gamified space. You can speak to this guy. It just pops up that that's fairly simple. So.
Funny, the way he did that's funny. That's not how I would do it, but I think it's cute.
Well, I mean,
I would actually use I would use a different object type for it.
Yeah. Oh, a different. Yeah, I'm still.
Or I would
learning
use the
about different
preview.
object types. But yeah,
Yeah, I'd play with the preview bar.
This is a little game, and it's about to get a whole lot cooler. So, so we're gonna go in this house. We gotta go around and find a bunch of objects, right? That's how the game works. So, how it works is. So we're gonna start exploring the space, looking for stuff, and I know where all this stuff is. I've played this game all the way through. Press X to look at the books. There is a puzzle. I can usually click to turn the page. But, okay, that's not where the location of it is. I think it's over here. Where is it? Is
It's
it in the
hiding.
kitchen? Is it that? Oh, that's a guest book. I think it's in the kitchen. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Press X to look at all the food and drinks. Oh yeah, this is a puzzle. Here, I'm gonna go to one
Wow,
that's a little bit
An
easier.
actual puzzle.
Yeah, you can
an
have,
actual
so
puzzle.
in Genially, you could create like little interactive windows. I don't know how that works yet. That's where we're gonna need Nikki to come in
The
and
wardrobe. That's where it is. The
Visitor
wardrobe.
movable objects.
yeah.
And
You
I-
can make them draggable in here. Like if I
Yeah.
did this, I could actually set it, turn on dragging in view mode.
Yeah.
So that is how we would do that.
So the really cool, my favorite thing about how Merciless Squid does Genially stuff is, okay, so I know the password. I've done this before. So I put it in, I press unlock, and it changes it, and then I press it again to unlock it. And I can click on this towel, and now I have it. And now, I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to go down here, going to go back out, going to go over here to this box, and look at that. I have it. I have it.
That's
right
very
here.
cool.
And now, when I go around and collect all of the objects, once all of the objects are put on the tile that they belong, that will unlock a thing. So, it's a scavenger hunt. With an inventory
you use a
system.
database that track the inventory per user?
I actually don't know. That's something that Merciless Squid would have to talk about.
Yeah, we'll have to bring him on.
Yeah.
Bring him on like it's a show.
Yeah.
You have Mist now. You can collect objects, you can put them in places, and unlock new areas. You've made
Yep.
Mist.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So I don't know
Yeah.
if I don't know if
Downgrade
anybody
to 2D.
went, but the Dragon, one of our very first productions we put on, we connected this API. Like we did a full wrapper over the top of our experience, and we had an inventory system that we created with code from the ground up or whatever to make this happen. This makes this completely unnecessary, and that's funny.
Yeah.
That this is, I don't know how much code was required to go into the back end to store data or whatever, but super cool. This is really
like
cool.
a MongoDB or something, or a MariaDB. I'm not sure. But he had
Are you
to do
talking
that
about for
Yeah.
Dragon?
Yeah, because he talked to my boss about it to get help with the latency and stuff like that. We were
Yeah.
talking about like Cloudflare and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out how he does it, because like the implications of even being able to do that are kind of vast when you think about what you could potentially gamify.
Yeah,
I think
need
it's
to talk
really
to
cool.
because I don't know anything about Gather API yet, but yeah, Chris would be able to help me out with that, and then I'd be able to help out.
Yeah, maybe Chris and Greg could connect, and then Chris, if you're interested, I could bring you on for one of my future projects. If that's something that you're interested in, because we could totally work with you, and then Greg could like shadow for the API stuff.
I have an ocean droplet too, free, Chris, in case I needed to set up anything there.
I'm sorry, you have a what?
An ocean droplet on DigitalOcean. So I have my own Linux terminal that.
Okay, it's like Linux box. I just didn't know what that was.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's a hosting system that's.
I have a Linode server, and I know.
Oh, really?
I know barely enough about it to have made a radio. Okay, I made a radio station for an event so that they could play a playlist of music, and there was no other way to do it because with Jeffrey's tool you can only play one track. And I made it, and it was amazing, and it was working perfectly. And then that was the day before my event that I got it finalized. 2 a.m, the day of my event, Gather pushed the update, and it broke. And so I had to completely James from Reunivu was the one who sat me down and helped me figure out Linode so that I could have a playlist in a different way. And I had to babysit it a little bit more. I had to manually change the basically the problems were that the sound files, it was hitting a security thing. I think they've since fixed it, and they let me, I got an email that they had fixed the problem 2 hours before my event. I didn't even see it. And so that's my story.
What a panic. That is my fear.
And then
my fear that I'm going to set something up and then find out an hour before my event that it's all broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's happened.
I know what you're talking about, because I think Gather transitioned to only allowing links to HTTPS's.
Yeah.
And I would have to do some. I wouldn't be able to use my server until I got it authenticated for the HTTPS.
Yeah, that was how it was before with the HTTPS, but there was a whole nother thing on top of
okay.
that. There was a thing on top of that, and I couldn't possibly tell you what it is right now, but I did write very detailed notes. Eventually, I'm gonna probably compile it into some kind of guide. Today is not the day, but
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
It's not the day. Okay, so now are we at that phase where we can start popping some links into Genially for you?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, let me close that. I don't know if y'all could hear the music in the background there, but it was really nice.
Can you hear my clock?
I can hear that.
It's telling you. It's telling us it's 2 o'clock here.
Yeah. Okay, after we do that, I really want to do it, and after we do that, I'm gonna have to go because my husband had made a delicious dinner, and he thought that I was gonna be free a little bit before this, but
So sorry. If you want, we can do a follow up.
No.
Do you want to place one?
I want.
We'll see it work.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I want to place the 4 of them, and place the genially interactable in 2 different places in the room. And then I think I'll go.
So let's set up on Genially the actual pop up that will come up in Gather. So the next part will be probably we'll want to use a marker. Let me pull up yours. So back to Genially you go.
To Genially I go.
All right. So now let's actually let's take that one that you already made and just change the interaction. So click on that little. Sorry, I'm looking at yours. I'm gonna just add one for myself. So you're gonna click the little interaction thing again and change it to link. And then open replacing. Hold on, wait. I'm having a brain fart. Give me 1 second. What are we doing? We are making it so you can move.
So I can go to that link. Is it
Perfect.
Gonna be,
Okay.
Is it going to be this one?
That is what you want. Yep.
Yay! Okay.
So copy that link.
Close some things. Close this thing. Close this thing. Paste that link.
Yep. And then let's say
I
open
wonder
replacing
what will happen
Genially.
if I do this. I wonder what will happen. Will it
Wait,
will
yeah,
it be
yeah.
Gatherception? Oh my god! Okay, can I see if it's gonna
What
be
would
Gatherception?
happen? Yeah, let's do it. I mean,
Oh my
that's what
God.
I have mine. Hold on, I want to see how mine are set up. Let me make sure we're doing this right. I'm gonna open up mine.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I think
I'm
that'd
gonna I'm gonna have 2 of them. I'm gonna have one that works properly, and then I'm gonna have a stupid one that makes the Gatherception.
Sounds
maybe.
perfect.
Okay, let me.
Sounds
try and,
perfect. I want to make sure I have these.
Let me
like how
duplicate that
these are-
one. I'm gonna.
I think I have them set up to just replace it. It's a tab and then it just opens.
Okay,
let's go back here.
That one's gonna replace it.
Yeah.
And
So I have it replacing Genially. That is how it's set up and it works.
Gatherception.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what that'll do. Okay, and this will make you go here. This will hopefully Gatherception. Okay, so when you go over it, I need to add a tooltip. Gatherception.
Go.
It can be both a tooltip and also a link, right?
I don't know. I haven't done both. I think you have to choose one.
Oh wait, name the element.
It pops up when you name it. So just know that it does. Whatever you put, it'll show as the tooltip or whatever.
Good. That sounds good.
Because I personally don't like how it looks right now for mine. Having it pop up, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to remove mine after this. But when I go to here, if you hover over it, it says it. So I changed this one. But before, it just had fast travel for all of them. So I'm changing them to each office so they know which one they're clicking on is the correct one.
Yeah.
So that is a good, useful thing to do is name it. Yeah.
I wish you could name it and then have a tooltip and also a link. That would be probably a really good compromise.
That would be lovely. I wonder if you could do that using the window button, but I haven't explored beyond what we're doing here. So there's so much for us to explore in Genially.
Yeah.
That I think we could do a follow-up after having fiddled for a little while.
I think so too. Okay, so I've got top left chair. I've got gatherception. I think I'm good with that for now. I
Okay,
can
so
always add
let's
later in the exact same way.
use those as they are, or how you have it. And now in the top right, there's an all set button.
Do I need to save?
It yes and no. I've been saving, but it does auto save too.
Okay,
so
cool.
go to all set,
All set.
and then go to private. I changed mine to private
Okay.
because that'll still allow anybody who has that link to access it. It just won't be on their public database of spaces in Genially.
Okay. So people who go to it through Gather will still be able to go through it. You just won't be able to get to it from outside where you put it.
Right.
Okay.
It's like it's like the Google Drive where it's like anybody who has the link, they have to have it. They can't just discover it.
Okay.
And then all set.
Man, I want this, but it's the expensive tier.
Yeah.
So expensive. All right.
Maybe Gather can sponsor us. Hey, Gather.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Since you're not making it a feature, can you sponsor our accounts
That
for
would
the stuff
be-
that you don't have?
That would be really freaking cool. That would be really
Yeah.
cool. I'd probably have to do it on a I could even do it on a non-profit basis if that was the case.
Yeah.
All right. I
So now
accidentally-
share.
I got to fix it. Because when I clicked the thing and then when I went back, it had put it back to the public. So how do I fix it?
It's public?
Yeah,
Ah,
I accidentally
let's see.
made it public.
Did you? I didn't think that you did.
Yeah, when I went back to it,
You could just delete it. I don't know. No, it's fine. I don't actually know that it is.
It's probably not a big deal right now, but I do
I
want
don't-
to know how to maybe
To go back.
Privacy. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. All
Privat.
set.
There we go.
Okay.
And now go to share and go down to that last one and do the view genially. Copy that link.
Okay.
Okay. And now, do you have an object that you'd like to use in Gather?
There's about to be.
All right.
I'm just gonna put a regular object.
Yep. So it's gonna be
I'll just put this whiteboard one on.
Make sure it's one that has an interaction though. You got to have a website. Yeah, there you go. We could do whiteboard.
Okay.
And then change
Actually,
that website URL.
On a different one.
I'm actually going to bounce. I got to record a Loom here for Nate. I'm going to show him my what I made during the game jam.
Awesome.
Um,
I want to
but
see
yeah,
it too.
Thank you for
Hop
joining
back in the
us.
server just to I'll try to play around with the API and make some maps and stuff. I want to try to advocate for this for my work. They've got like over 1,000 employees
If
and
you
everybody's remote.
if you need help, let me know.
I cannot
That's what I
wait.
do for a living.
I can't wait
So
to
I
see what you
advocate for
did.
Gather.
I can't wait to see what you did.
I'm a game person.
Yes, game people unite. Yeah, I'll reach out to you, Ari.
Game
And,
people unite.
Good jamming, Evie.
Yeah,
we'll catch up
nice
later.
meeting you.
Thank you
See
so
ya.
much for all of
You
your
too.
help. I will be asking you more questions.
Totally. Yeah, I got to get nodes set up, and even like I haven't touched it forever, so I kind of forget how it works.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll link up.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. So press X. I would change the font or the text there to say like press X for fast travel. Something that indicates that it's going to end up having you travel. There we go. And then I think that is all you need in there.
Oh man.
And save it.
I'm so
And now
excited.
let's test.
I'm so excited right now.
So excited. And I just can't.
Oh, it didn't. It's. I'm gonna use a different object. Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
It did
the
the-
eraser one. Oh, I think you might have changed the settings for one that you didn't put down.
Maybe.
Have you ever done that? I do that all the time.
I'm just gonna
It's-
use the plant. It's gonna be the fast travel plant.
All right, perfect. Can you? You
Wait,
can't
maybe
change the
not.
type. Yeah, you got to actually use the. You could use the whiteboard one.
Why can't you change the type? I want to be able to. Okay. More objects. Let me.
Or even a game. The game one might work too.
I'll just put.
One of the
I'll
games.
do this.
Okay, there you go.
Then I can-
Embedded website.
Actually, okay. Now that I'm in here, I kind of wonder. I can never quite remember how this happens. Okay, you can make. Okay, you can make any.
You could
object
do any of
anything,
them.
but I'm just gonna use the bulletin board. keep it simple for now.
You probably can't change the type because it has a different list of interactions.
No, you can.
Right, yeah.
But you want to see an embedded website.
Yeah, they all pop up the same.
Yeah.
No, I mean after you plant it, you can't change the type to a different.
Yeah, I wish you could, but yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
And then-
It's probably because the list is a different size for each.
And then if you want to add prompt message, yeah, there you go. I actually hate that they now Gather auto capitalizes the first letter in the prompt message, and I actually like it to be all lowercase for consistency. I don't like how it looks to have one capital letter when I'm looking at the thing. It throws off the balance for me. I'm like, no, I want it all lowercase. All right, let's do it.
Oh man. Why isn't it? Come on, plant.
Refresh.
It's good.
Give it a minute. Did you save?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm paranoid about saving.
I should be more paranoid.
I have lost too much work. Why isn't it doing it?
Oh, do we have the wrong object type?
Do we?
I don't know. Let's see.
I thought-
Activation distance is up. Try placing another object. You're on the stamp tool. Just place one right now. Like, just set it down.
Yeah, that's a bulletin.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh, we were looking at the plant.
I'm an
That's
idiot.
why.
I'm a dumb. Okay.
No, it's okay. We all have Cottonhead and Ninny Muggins moments.
All right.
There we go. Save.
And
And let's do it. Now we can get excited. The anticipation.
Oh my god. Okay.
Done. And
Yep.
let's see what happens. Oh, maybe
It opens in a. Okay, so it opens up in a new
so
one.
it opens again, and then it'll move you to the new location.
But
So it did work.
It didn't move me though.
Yeah, you did, right?
No, that's
Aren't
a
you
different,
there?
That's a different Eevee.
That's a different Eevee?
Yeah, here, let me.
We've got
let
two
me,
Eevees?
Let me close out of that one.
Yeah.
Which spawn did we put, which,
Let me close out that Eevee. And let me try.
did
let me
we
try
do, what did we
again.
do wrong? We did something wrong somewhere in this.
Can I see
process.
the URL on the bulletin?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna add you both as editors of that space.
Okay.
And here, I'm gonna make it so that you guys can
Access
edit.
the drive link. Oh.
Yeah, here, I'll send it to you guys. I'll put it in the chat inside the space.
Because it
Oh,
should
I
work.
meta tab too. That's strange.
Yeah, it should be working. Oh, and here is the gatherception,
That's why it's that one. Click that.
and that
It's the wrong one. You clicked on the toolkit or the tool one before, right?
is it the wrong type?
Are you able to make me the mod of the?
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
space?
sorry.
Yeah, but if you
do
can't
that.
edit while she's editing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that'll erase someone's editing.
Yeah,
So just make sure you're not both in map
I,
poker
I
right.
was just gonna look. I wasn't gonna save.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we've got top left.
I've completely gotten out of that, and I'm about to add you as an editor of the space, Gregory. Space access. User. I can never remember.
Space user roles.
That's
Yeah,
right.
space. Yeah. Sorry, I totally just spaced out watching you try to figure it out. Let's just watch you struggle.
Can I not just do it?
Copy
from-
link.
Yeah,
There was a copy link.
you're right. User rules. Yeah, I wish I could
Add
just
people.
add people who are in the space right now. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, admittedly, this is our test to see if this works on the same map.
Yeah.
So the answer might be no. It might be not in the same room. It might be you need to have a different room to do it. Like the same map, but maybe different room. But let's keep trying. I don't want to give up on it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't want to give up on it.
And I want to see what link. Let's move one of those out of the way. Like within the genially.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of a big thing to click on.
And then let's check the links.
Oh, this is weird. Yeah, the link.
What? Oh, wait, go back. That's what it was. Click on it again. Go there, and then open replacing genially, same tab.
See, that's how the other one works.
Save.
Now
That's how it should work, though.
Now they both work the same way, and it wasn't seeming like it was working.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought would be the...
Because that's how all of mine are set up.
Is it
Yeah.
an open gather within gather?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't have access in the builder.
Okay,
Hold
I
on.
need to... Once you're in, then I can change your user role. Okay, all right. Now I can edit
okay.
your roles, and I can... Okay, now you are a builder.
Let's see. Oh, wait, you don't have to save anything. But you're not in MapMaker actively. All right. So let's see what happens with the link now.
It's funny that... It's weird, I can only click on... Like, once the tooltip pops up, I can't click... Like, the pop-up blocks it. That's kind of a...
That's kind of funky.
I might submit that feedback directly to Genially, honestly.
I would. Yeah. They're pretty small.
Yeah. Okay, so it opened in the same one.
So it's open in the same window and...
And now I'm there.
Yeah. Okay. So that does make a difference. So
Okay,
having
that's
it
cool.
open in the same window.
That's cool. Okay, perfect. Now we know.
So now we just never open in a new window.
Yeah.
Because then that makes sense. Because then instead of it taking them to they are then processed as like they're entering whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I'm just BSing. But that link works.
Yay! I'm so happy. Oh,
Yay,
man.
I am too. I'm very excited this worked.
Me
I
too.
have so many rooms to set up now, but it worked. So I'm stoked.
We're dancing on it.
Yeah, I'm
We're both dancing on.
I danced a little prematurely earlier. Oh, I mean, you guys are literally dancing on chairs. I'm not. I mean, like the literal dancing. I'm like over here when it worked the first time, just doing a little dance.
Well, this is cool. This is so cool, and I am so happy we got this to work. Like,
this is really awesome. I'm
Yes.
glad it worked.
Mhm.
And we could call this part 1.
Yes.
And then maybe part 2 we can continue playing. We'll both learn a little more genially, or
Yeah.
we could like learn more the next time. Like, what else can we do in genially and try to figure it out?
yeah, I am really looking forward to that. Thank you so much
Me
for
too.
today, both of you. Gosh, I learned so much, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna share this video. I'm probably gonna edit a little bit. And,
Edit out some passwords maybe.
yeah, a little bit. But yeah, thank you so much, and I
Alrighty,
super look
let me-
forward to next time.
Yeah, me too. All right. Bye.
Nice to meet you.